This is an urgent alert. If your house has a basement, pay close attention. This is not a theory, and it is not an urban legend. It is happening right now. Over the past few weeks, homeowners across different states have reported the exact same terrifying anomaly. It always starts late at night, usually after the heating system shuts off. First, you notice a sudden drop in temperature just on the ground floor, making the floorboards cold to the touch. And then comes the smell. It is distinct, metallic, and sharp, exactly like a handful of old, dirty copper coins. At first, you might think it is a plumbing issue or old rusty pipes acting up, but then you hear it. A sound coming from the other side of the basement door. Heavy, slow breathing, echoing up from the bottom of the wooden stairs. Something is standing down there, in the pitch black, just waiting and listening. And before I continue, if you like stories like this, based on real reports and unexplained alerts, subscribe to this channel now, because what I am about to tell you next might be exactly what is happening beneath your feet right now, in several cases. When people ignored their instincts and dared to open the basement door, they reported seeing the darkness physically shift. A tall, unnaturally thin figure standing perfectly still at the bottom step, looking straight up the stairs. The smell of copper becomes immediately overwhelming, burning the back of your throat. Authorities and environmental experts still do not know what these entities are or how they get inside. But the pattern is completely clear. If you smell copper coming from your basement, follow these rules. Do not open the door. Do not turn on the basement light switch. Do not call out to see if someone is down there. Lock the deadbolt immediately. Push a heavy piece of furniture against the door. And whatever you do, do not go down the stairs. The scariest case happened in a quiet neighborhood in Oak Creek. One man thought it was just a gas leak and went down with his flashlight. His wife heard a single metallic click and then complete dead silence. The basement door locked itself from the inside. She was completely alone. She heard no footsteps, no struggle. Nothing but silence and the sudden freezing cold seeping under the doorframe. When authorities finally broke it down the next morning, the basement was completely empty, but the concrete walls were covered in deep vertical scratch marks, and the smell of copper was permanently burned into the air. If this ever happens to you, do not investigate. Lock your doors, stay on the highest floor of your house, and trust your instincts. Because when the smell of copper suddenly fades, that means it is no longer in the basement. And before you click away, hit subscribe here. You will always get warnings and stories that just might be the only sign you will get before something happens to you too.